coffee?
No, sir.
Fresh pot right there. I haven't met you yet. My name's Gary Spears. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Clint, Kim Park with Six Strangers. Have a seat there, just come.
Appreciate you coming in this morning.
Are you working right now?
No, sir, I'm on disability.
On disability?
Yes, sir. I got one leg.
You have a prosthetic?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I got hurt offshore on jewelry. I
Okay.
spent the chain right there on my leg.
My brother got hurt offshore too. Like there's a lot of offshore accidents.
Yeah.
Pretty dangerous work, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think I'm going back. Supposed to be going back. Got a call today for a unit drilling. Supposed to go back work with them.
Yeah.
I think I still got to look another 10 more years on me. So,
How long ago did you hurt your leg?
October the 5th. October the 3rd of 05.
Oh, five.
Yes, sir.
Who'd you work for then?
Grey Wolf Drill.
Railroad drilling. You know, a guy named Donald Murphy that used to work out there, did he? Single boy. He died a couple of years ago from heart disease.
Did you get your Christmas stuff done in Friday?
A little bit. Got a little bit done. Got a little fun little four-wheeler, one Puma.
Yeah.
Got one down. Not most of it. I got a little bit more to go.
Well, I got started on mine, but I sure
Yeah,
didn't get finished. Ran out of money before it ran out of...
I'm a procrastinator. I wait till like the last week.
Yeah, it's like me. I did do my own wife was able to get it done after by Christmas, but I didn't want to get out there, and I was going through a lot of other difficult things here, so.
Yeah, Friday when I called him, he was gonna come then, but he was in the middle of his Christmas shopping. So I told him days to time.
I wish I had time to go do something. And had some money.
I said, I ain't had the money. I've got the time, I ain't got the money.
How old are you, Clint?
28.
Well, what were you raised at?
Eunice, Louisiana.
Eunice, Louisiana.
Yes, sir.
What's Eunice close to? I know it's
Baton Rouge.
over south of Baton Rouge.
Yes, sir.
What's that bird?
First 29th of 82.
Come from a big family? Over the years?
I got a pretty good family. I got an older brother. My older brother used to work for the sheriff's department in Harris County.
Oh, Harris County, Texas?
Yes, sir.
What does he do over there?
He works for narcotics, and I work for the SWAT team over there.
What's his first name?
Cliff.
Well, I know a lot of them guys over in Harris County. Houston, PD.
We live right there in Huston.
You live down here now?
Yeah, I live down here, but I'm about to move. I'm about to move close to my brother. My brother wants to.
The one in Houston?
Yes, sir. Trying to get. He's told me I need to get out of this place. There's too much stuff going on right now, and
What kind of stuff going on?
just a lot of stuff, a lot of rumors and stuff like that, and I just get in the way.
Yeah. How long have you lived back over here?
I lived over here all my life. I lived over here. I had lived in Lumberton. I started there in 1989. Started for kindergarten there, and I finished high school here. Been here ever since. I moved to Huston probably 2 or 3 years. When I was like 20 or 21, moved with him, and I moved back. And I've been helping my parents out. My parents are elders, and I've been helping them out.
So where are you living right now?
I got a house on 3350 Delaware.
In Beaumont?
Yes, sir.
One of them old houses down there?
No, I live in a brick house.
I guess real pretty older houses.
Yeah,
down there.
mine's an older house. I got hardwood floors on it.
Yeah, a lot of well-built homes.
Yeah, this one's well built.
You buy it or
No, it's all paid for.
all paid for?
Yes, sir.
You have a cell phone?
409 239 1053. '03, Yukon.
DMC,
Yes, sir.
color is it?
Green. And I got a '06 BMW Sky Blue.
How long you been off work since your accident?
So, it took me till I laid up in the house for 2 years, and I got a prosthetic. It took me probably about 5 years to get used to it. Now I'm fully covered from it. I can do pretty much anything that I used to do.
Yeah.
Now I got used to it. I can climb ladders, crawl. It don't matter. I can do
Really?
it now. Yeah.
I've seen some of them on TV. I've seen
Yeah,
people
mine-
running with them.
Mine just cut off from just on my ankle, top of my boot.
I guess any of it's bad, but if you
Yeah,
have to,
it's just you.
the less
you
the better.
Yeah, I heard if you get it above your knee, it's pretty hectic. There's a lot of getting used to. But I still got my knee. I just don't got my ankle.
Right.
And they really don't bother me now.
Took me out there wherever you need
Oh
to.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Case while women, whatever.
No, not no more.
Or more.
No, not no more. I just lost my best friend. No.
You a big fisherman and hunter?
Yes, sir.
Outdoorsman?
Yes, sir.
You need to be all bad. That's what I love to do. When I'm not doing this, I'm usually doing that.
These past 5 years, I've been fishing and I've been hunting, and man, I just like outdoor. I'm not an inside person. I cannot stay inside. I like going and doing things.
You on a boat?
Huh?
You have a boat?
Yeah. Yeah,
You do mostly freshwater or saltwater fishing?
I do a lot of freshwater. I go to a river and I go to a little bend. I got a grandma and grandpa at the lake house up there. So.
Whatever. Livingston, at
Twin
Raven?
Dykes at
Oh, yeah.
Little Bend.
Yeah.
We go up there. I go up there sometimes.
Bass fish or?
Bass fish, white perch fish, catfish. I like it all.
I've been carrying a white perch up to Livingston.
Yeah, they have.
Cousin lives
My
up
brother right there in Huffman, right there on Lake Houston. We got a little bait hole right there, and we've been baiting it for like almost about 4 years.
Really?
Yeah, and we're tearing little white perch up in there. I mean, it's right off the bank, right in the little slough right in there.
It's getting that time of the year.
Yeah, I
It's
brought
getting
my
now and getting in the spring.
Thanksgiving. I brought my boat over there to my brother's house, and I go, brother, I'm gonna bring my boat over there to store it in your garage. He goes, all right. And I said, you can use it anytime you want to use it. And he was like, nah, I ain't going to use it. And I was like, all right.
Hey, I stored at my house. What
Yeah,
kind of boat you got?
I put that key in my boat, and by the time I got to leave, he was like, man, let me see that key. I'm not going to took my key.
Yeah, I hear you.
I got a mosquito back.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Those are nice. Well, guys, I work with some mosquito reps. Guys on the side. You know him?
Sir?
I said, you know anybody that's a mosquito rep?
No.
Maybe you might know Kroll.
No.
Where you hunt at?
I'm going to grab the TPO lease.
That's the one out here in Hardin County.
Yes, sir. I just started hunting on it. This year was my first year hunting on it.
Where you hunt before that?
Louisiana. Had our camp up there, but it's really too far to go up there to hunt. So I got on this one because it's closer to home. I can be there in 20 minutes and do an evening hunt and be at home. It's a whole lot easier. And I just.
How come every time I see a deer that's killed in Louisiana, it's mounted, his front paws like this?
I don't know. I guess they're small. I don't know.
I keep that spotlight out of it.
We used to be able to run dogs back then.
Yeah, a long time ago we used to.
You can't do it no more. Man, a lot of people say like, you kill more deer. Not necessarily. You don't kill more deer when you run dogs, because when you see a deer running across the dirt road, they're scatting across there. You don't got time to shoot that
I
deer.
killed a whole lot less deer back then.
Everybody saying you kill a whole lot more deer than you can.
But it was fun.
Negative.
It was fun. I used to love to listen to the dogs, but I didn't get a whole lot of meat doing it that way.
Yeah, you didn't because you ain't no way you're gonna get deer's gonna be scatting across that road. You ain't.
Yeah, they don't wait long.
No, that way you got somebody chasing, you're getting somewhere, you know.
Guess you know why we brought you up here, we'll talk to you
Yeah,
about
that's right.
what happened that night out there at the TPO Lee's. Remember what day that was?
You know, I sure don't.
Don't remember the date.
I know it was open season, October. I mean, November the 10th or 11th, something like that. I really can't recall.
Were you out there hunting all weekend?
I was out there since open season, since Friday to that Monday.
So you went out there the day before the lead up?
Yes, sir.
Which would have been did it open up on the 6th?
They opened up on Saturday.
Yeah, the 6th.
Yeah, open Sunday.
You went out there on the 5th?
I went out there on the 5th.
Did you go out there with?
I went out there with Nicole and Janca'S.
So she went with you on Friday?
She was my best friend. She's been on this girl almost a year. And she was my best friend, and her done everything together. Fish, hunt.
Hunt? Or she just wanted to go out there and just sit with you?
Well, she had, you know, I'm married, okay? I'm married. I got a wife and I got a kid. And, you know, my wife, she sits at home, and me and Nicole, we go do everything together. We hunt and fish. I wait for to bring her out there that weekend. And she calls me, and one of her dad's friends for Halloween messed with her or something, took advantage of her or something. She calls me because she tells me everything. And I told her that, hey, you know, she wanted to tell me in person what happened. And she told me what happened, what happened with this guy that was her dad's friends. He got her messed up and took advantage of her or something. So, you know, I said, Nicole, don't worry about it. Hey, I want your deer list for this weekend, you know. My wife and kids are going with me. I said, you can come and hang out with me, get away from everything. And I've been knowing this girl for almost a year, and you know, she's like, we tell each other everything. If I have problems with my wife, I can go to her and sit down and tell her everything. And it's like the same way with her. She can come to me and she'd tell me everything.
How'd you meet her?
I met her through one of my buddies. I got a nephew that's her age that graduated. You know, she's 20 years old and I'm 28.
Tell me that through a mutual friend.
Yeah. And just like I said, if I would met this girl probably 4 years ago, me and this girl would have been together. I mean, I would have married this girl. You know, we shared everything together. I mean, everything together.
We all romantically involved?
You know, we was. You know, I mean, we done everything together. I mean, we would do everything together. I would leave my house just to go and do things with her.
So, basically, she's your girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when I go to somebody's house, I mean, she was my girlfriend. You know, she was my girlfriend away from home.
Right. So she decided she wanted to go out there with you for the open weekend deer season?
Yes, sir.
Where do y'all stay?
We're staying in my camp.
You have a camper out there on the lake?
Yes, sir.
Like a travel trailer, or?
That's our trap.
So y'all stayed from the day before, which was the 5th,
Fifth, yes, sir.
night this happened? What's the date on that thing? Night.
Did your wife know about her?
My wife knows about it.
Yeah, we're not here to jam you up on that, or
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't even supposed to be in here talking, I mean, my lawyer told me I had to, before I even do anything, but I'm on probation and I'm coming here with my own free will to come and tell y'all.
and I understand that.
You know what I mean?
You realize you're not under arrest, you
No, sir.
came here
I'm
voluntarily.
just telling my, what happened that night, I really don't even supposed to be talking about this, my lawyer told me. But I'm on probation, and I know y'all go to my probation officer and tell him.
Do you wanna talk about it?
I mean, I'll talk about it, because I know y'all wanna know what happened, but.
And that's all we're trying to do, is clear up some of the rumors, some of the bull. Just trying
A
to.
lot of rumors going around, and just like I said, I talked to my brother last night, my brother's going, he didn't want me to even come in here, because I gave him my statement the first time, and that should always end, but, I would give the statement again, but, I'm trying to move on with this.
And we appreciate that.
Everybody's throwing stuff out on me, and I'm just,
Well, that's why we're here, just try to clear it all up. Nobody's gonna try to trick you, I can promise you. I don't wanna try to do anything to trick you. We're just gonna talk. Alright? Now, through the weekend, which I guess would have been the 6th and 7th, y'all stayed out there the whole time?
Yes, sir. We stayed out there the whole time. To the 5th to that Monday. We wasn't staying out there. I was gonna stay. I don't work. Just like I said, I was gonna stay out there a whole dang month out there.
Yeah.
I got a generator out there. We got running water out there. It's like living quarters out there.
Is there other people in camp trailers and stuff out there?
Yes, sir. A lot of people have campers out there.
How many people, or how many trailers are out there?
We got 3 camps. We got main camp, we got second camp, and we got third camp. Main camp is in the middle, or I believe. My camp is on 1293, and the other one's pretty close. I don't know, the third one's pretty close by the main camp, a little down the road from it.
So yours is not at the main camp?
No, mine's at 1290, that's 1293 right there, the high school road, that's 1293, I think. Yeah, that's 1293.
How many people camp there with you?
That place is, I think it's like three campers there.
The other one's going to.
One of them's my boss, right next to mine is, Robert Lee.
Who's the other one?
I don't know. Just like I said, it's my first year at that camp. I don't know them. I know them, but I don't know their names specifically. I know them if I see them. I know one dude's name is Ron. I don't know his last name is Ron, and I don't know the other person's name.
Did y'all kill anything over the weekend?
No, I seen a doe, I seen a spike, and I seen him in the morning. I would get up in the morning to go hunt by myself, and then she would hunt with me in the evening. She wouldn't get up first hour in the morning to go hunt. She would hunt in the evenings with me.
Y'all didn't see nothing in the evening?
No, sir.
Was it just not moving, or was she just bad luck?
She couldn't keep quiet. She couldn't keep quiet. She would, she smoked cigarettes, and I don't smoke cigarettes.
Right.
And, she smoked cigarettes, and she would make me laugh. I remember that. And
In the evenings, when y'all camped out, y'all build like a fire, or y'all gonna hang out at the main camp?
pretty much hang out at the main camp, like, Friday night we hung out at the main camp. Saturday we had a big band down there at the main camp. We had a band camp down there Saturday. We all been drinking. Everybody was drinking everybody's beer down there. Wasn't
Every night?
yes sir. We're drinking. Everybody had their coolers out.
Kevin, on the night, which has been Monday, on the 8th, tell me about that night. Was everybody hanging out, or?
Monday?
Yeah.
Was that night? Well, Monday, I woke up and went to, she had school that day. She goes to Lamar Orange. I let her use my Tahoe to go to school. She went to school, and I went to an evening hunt. I went up there to the main camp. I was at the main camp, and some dude killed a doe, that's it. And he was cutting it, and he was about to leave the neck. And me and Mr. Gardner, we asked him, man, what you do with that neck? And the dude said, no. And he goes, man, I'm going to throw that neck away. He goes, oh, I know you're not. And we cut the neck out, we put it on the pit. We had it put it on the pit, some onions and potatoes on it. And we had it there, and I got back to my camper at about 3 o'clock. About 3 o'clock, and that's when she was there with my boss and his wife, Rita. Well, I picked her up, and we left, and we went and done evening hunt.
Nicole came back to the camp?
Yeah, she came back.
And she had them with her?
No. I guess they showed up at the same time. They said, Robert said whenever they were coming in the gate, she came in right behind them. So they came in about the same time. So I showed up on my four-wheeler. We went and done the evening hunt, and we didn't see nothing. Of course, we didn't see nothing. And she didn't have school Tuesday morning, so I told her, I was like, hey, it's going to be pretty cold, So we left and went to Walmart and got some hand warmers.
Went to Walmart and looked at it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we stopped by KP, and I went back through, picked up some beer, I smoked Coolers, so want to be in there for a while. And when we left from there, we went to the main camp.
Okay.
We went to the main camp. We ate some of the deer neck was done up there, and it was Mike Gardner up there, Tony Flowers, Bart Tucker, Mr. J, and two other couples that I haven't seen. They live close by, but I don't remember their names. It was my first time to meet
Mr. J.
I don't know his name. That's what we named him. I'm new at this camp, so I really don't know everybody's name. And we just call him Mr. J.
Okay.
You got a band out there again, or?
No.
Just kind of hanging out?
Just hanging out, waiting for till we go back, and
Everybody drinking?
everybody's drinking. Everybody's drinking out there. Everybody's drinking.
What were y'all drinking?
I was drinking Budweiser. That's what I drink.
Okay. What was Nicole drinking?
First, she was
Was she drinking?
She was drinking, but she didn't start drinking till like, I don't know, about 10 o'clock, I guess. Because she was drinking in a blue bottle. She was drinking a Big Blue, that's what it was.
What?
Big Blue, what is that?
It's, like Big Red. And they make another drink named Big Blue. It's blues that are like Big Red.
Does it have alcohol in it?
No.
Okay. Did you ever see her drink alcohol that night?
No, I didn't really, was not paying that much attention. I mean, you know, I was bullshitting with Tony and this other guy that he worked for Unit Drilling. He's a driller, and I got busy talking to him about drilling, about everything happening in the oil field, you know, and I really wasn't paying attention. She was talking to somebody talking to, I guess, Tony's girlfriend, Tony's mystery's girlfriend. I don't know. I don't know her name either.
Tony's girlfriend.
Huh?
Tony's girlfriend? She don't know her name.
First time I've ever seen this girl.
How old is she?
I wouldn't even, I mean, she looked like she even did. And she had to be old because Nicole and her were talking, and Nicole knew her son, her sons or her daughter, I guess. So they was talking, and I was talking to Tony and the other guy.
So how's the mood out there? I mean, is it like a normal deer camp? Everybody's just kind of happy-go-lucky, cutting up and
Yes, sir.
picking at each other?
Yeah, we chit-chat with each other, we build a fire, we cook, you know, everything goes on good out there. I mean, anything happens out there.
You like that all night?
Yes, sir.
Well, tell me what happened next.
Oh, she gets pissed mad because I wasn't paying attention to her. And she started walking down the road, and Tony asks me, "Are you going to pick her up?" I said, "No, I'm not going to go pick her up because that's a long, dark road." And I said, "You know, just wait a couple of minutes. She will call me back because that's a long, dark road that she'll be walking down." I said, "She'll call me, and she want me to come pick her up." And about that time, she calls me and picks me up. And I go and pick her up.
How many beers do you think you had to drink that night?
Me? I really can't even say. I mean,
More than a six-pack? Less?
I'm gonna say about a 6-pack, maybe 8.
No alcohol other than
No
beer?
alcohol, just beer.
Okay, so she walks down the road, and after a few minutes she calls.
Then I go pick her up.
She called you on your cell phone.
Yes, sir.
Which road did she walk down?
I don't know what that road is, and me leave the deer camp. I mean, they got names on them on the map.
The one going out towards 1003 or back towards 1293?
Once you come out of the deer camp, you take a left, and then you take another left, and then you come up to Sugar Maple. Sugar Maple.
This is 1293. This is 1003. There's the Honey Island store.
Sugar Maple runs all the way.
From here.
Sugar Maple runs all the way, and it cuts up like this.
Doesn't cross though, does it?
No, they don't cross that. They don't cross. So this is Sugar Maple Road, and it comes.
Where's the gates at? Where are the gates?
here,
Okay.
and there's a gate, probably 2 gates right here.
Right.
2 gates right here. And there's a, there's an oil company right here. There's a fucking oil right here.
Is this a sugar maple?
This is sugar maple right here.
Write that on there. This is, what is this?
This is the main camp. This is the main camp.
And where's your camp?
My camp's right here. This is the second camp. And this is where she was walking down there, and I picked her up.
On this road here?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I picked
Where'd
her
you
up.
pick her up at?
I picked her up probably, I want to say probably about 100 yards from me.
Put her X right there, where you picked her up at? So you pick her up down, coming up this road,
Mm-hmm.
this road comes and then turns, comes up.
Comes up in Sugar Maple. And usually, I take a right-hand turn and
Okay.
come down the dirt road. But,
A right-hand turn?
yeah, I take a right-hand, Sugar Maple comes all the way to,
Okay.
1003.
Now, there's another road right here by this gate that comes down dead end to the house.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right, and it's another that comes into this house right here, and I think that's the people that was with us that night. Because they kept on saying that their property ends up at the end of our, deer camp. But I'm not for sure, but that's what I was figuring. You know, he said he has 28 acres and it ends up at our, back of our camp.
Okay.
You know, I picked up here and when I got,
And then where did you go? You went,
I went that way. Usually I take a right-hand turn. She told me, Clint, please take the highway. I just washed your truck and, I got 24s on my truck. And she goes, I don't want you to mess up my rims. And so I go out that way. And, she says it many a times to me before. She said it to her parents, to her friends, that she's gonna jump out. She's gonna jump out of my ride. But I got a Yukon, and once you get over a certain speed in my Yukon, you cannot open my door unless I put it in drive. So I put it in park, then you can open my doors. You can try to open my doors anytime you want to. You cannot open them. And my window goes down. And, she didn't say, she said it about right here when I turned off right here.
but she was concerned for you not to go back this way because she didn't want you to get your truck there.
Yes, sir.
So she said take the highway.
Yeah, I was going to take 1003 and take the right-hand turn and come back to up to 1203, take the main road.
You mean a left-hand turn?
Yeah, I take a right-hand turn, come up to
Up
here.
to here,
And then
to
take
the
a
highway.
left-hand, and then take a left-hand turn.
Okay.
And, when I turned out on 1003, there was no way I was going over 15 miles per hour. There was no way, it's impossible I could have got up to 15.
Was it cold that night? Were y'all bundled up
No.
around the fire?
It really wasn't. It was bundled up around the iron stove,
Okay. But it looked chilly,
It wasn't that chilly, it wasn't all kind of, because it was all around
Oh,
it,
okay.
and when I turned on 1003.
What was Nicole wearing? Let me ask you that night. Remember?
Blue jeans, I won't say, I really can't call what she was wearing.
Did you have a jacket on? Was it cool enough for a jacket or?
She didn't have a jacket on. She didn't have a jacket on. She might have had a jacket on when we went out there to dinner, but not when I recall. I don't think she had her jacket on.
I was deer hunting that day too, and I'm trying to remember if it was like it was pretty chilly. That whole weekend.
Maybe it was really chilly,
Wasn't
but
great for a change.
yeah, but it wasn't that cold. She was wearing. I remember she was wearing a jacket out there, but when she was in my vehicle, I think she took her jacket off.
Okay. So y'all left here, and we're gonna go back up and come back over to your camp. And were y'all still arguing?
Yes, sir.
No.
I wouldn't. Nicole's kind of person that she wants you to argue. And I wasn't arguing with her, you know, I didn't say one word to her, and I wish I would have said something to her, because she gets done asking Clint, why don't you talk to me? And I know how she is. She, you know, once you start with her, you can't win with her. So I did not say one word to her the whole time.
What about her? Was she trying to argue with you, though?
Yeah, she was trying to argue with me.
About what?
About my wife. She was throwing my wife up to me, saying that I cared more about my wife and this, and, you know, and I just wouldn't say anything to her because she always starts with me about my wife, why I can't be with her. And I already explained this over and over. It cost me a whole lot more money for me to I said, you know, I just can't, I won't leave my wife. And I was like, but I can be friends with you, you know what we are. And that's what he did. And like I said, you know, I didn't really explain, I wasn't talking to her.
She wanted you to leave your wife and be with her?
Yes, sir.
Has she been pressuring you about that lately, or?
No.
Not really? Just
she had before, but not. Last night was like kind of the first time that she really started with me on it again. You know, it was, you know, me and my wife, we do separate every once in a while, and I will go to Nicole. I did used to go to Nicole's house. You know, she was my girl. This was my comfort girl. And, you know, she really was starting that something was on her mind, you know. Before we went out there that year, the reason I brought her out there because she told me, she texted me on my phone, was sitting there telling me that she didn't feel like, she didn't want to be in her body anymore for some reason. And just like I said, I think her mom's already came up here and said something about this guy that was her dad's best friend. There was a night, something was bothering her, and I have never seen Nicole cry before. And I have never. She broke down to me on Saturday in my camper about this guy messing with her, and two guys took advantage of her over Halloween night. And
She mentioned names.
I can't think of the dude's name. I cannot think of the dude's name, but her mom knows the dude. Her mom knows the dude that they live in her old house down in Deer Park. And something was bothering her real bad because I never seen this girl break down and cry to me. I mean, I can leave this girl, she's real strong, and I don't know, something was bothering her that night.
So, she gets mad because you're not paying attention. I'll make sure I got this right. And she takes off walking down this dark dirt road. These are all dirt roads, right? And after a while, she calls you and says, hey, come get me. So you're going to pick her up and y'all going to go back to your camp.
Sure.
And normally, this is a lot shorter trip to drive.
Yes, sir.
Here.
Yes,
Than
sir.
it is to drive all the way out. Was this
Well,
gate locked?
No, it wasn't, because the couple who left, they left it unlocked because they knew I guess they knew somebody was coming in, but it wasn't locked.
It was open.
It was open.
Okay. So you were to come out here and come out to 10:03 and come back to town?
Yeah, come back to.
Then come back around?
Yes, sir.
But these gates, were they locked?
No, they're like, no gates wasn't locked because whenever I left, and went to the Walmart that night, I left them unlocked because I thought I was coming back in that way.
Okay.
Because either way, if I go out that way, I still have to go in these gates. If I go
Right.
this way, I still got to go into them gates.
But if you go right through there,
Yeah.
you still have to go over.
Well, these gates were locked, and I'm sorry, there's another gate right here.
Right.
There's another gate going to my camp.
Okay. That's there by the oil well side.
Yeah, these are here by, that's where my camp, then the oil wells right here.
Okay.
And these gates, I left this gate unlocked, I'm sorry. and then we.
Down here.
Yeah, down here where my camp is, because I came out of my camp and went up 1293 to Walmart.
Okay.
But these gates should have been locked.
So you're gonna come around, come back in, come in this road?
Yeah,
here?
these gates was unlocked, because I left my camper gate unlocked.
Okay. Now, you said she was talking about getting out of the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
At any point in time, when y'all were driving up this road, did she tell you, let me get out?
that's
Stop, I'm gonna get out? What did you say she was saying?
she kept on saying to me, kept on saying, well, why ain't you talking to me, Clint? And I just didn't want to talk right then, you know.
Were you mad or just
No, I just,
upset? Maybe a
I
little?
wasn't upset. It's just, if I would have said something, it would have, you know, she would have been, or she would have been trying to argue with me, and I'm not an argued person. I don't argue. And I think argue don't get you nowhere.
Right.
And plus, I was driving, and I was, you know, I've been drinking, and I really didn't want to go that way because, you know, I'm on probation, just like that. I'm on probation, I've been drinking, and
So it's a lot safer to cut
it's a
through
lot
here
safer to cut through there. You know, it's a lot safer.
than worry about getting out here on the highway.
Yes, sir.
Or on public road where
Yes,
you've
sir.
been drinking.
I've been drinking, just like you know, they know, you know, officers know I'm on probation out there, and they always tell me to go that way, but she told me to go that way, and I went that way just for her not to argue anymore, not to be mad or be bitching, you know. So I went that way because, you know, if I went that way, she'd be bitching at me because of my truck, and she spent all the time washing my truck and all that.
So when you come out here, you come out the gate,
Came out the gate,
and then show me where you went and what all happened.
and I turned right here.
Did you stop here?
I didn't come to a complete stop. I came to almost a complete stop. You know, I wasn't hauling ass and did it. You know, I came to like a slow stop. You know.
Now on your Yukon, you said as long as it's in gear,
The doors
will not open.
Doors will not open.
That's, I guess, a safety
Yes, sir. It's a safety thing on my
Yukon. What about if you have it in gear and you come to a stop and the door opens? It's gotta be in park.
Has to be in park. Has to be in park. And my windows were rolled down. And when I turned,
The windows are rolled down?
my windows were rolled down.
Which one?
My driver's side and my passenger side.
Wasn't too cold to have windows down?
Yes, sir. And when I turned on this road, she bails out of my window.
Did you see her bail out of your window?
I did not see her bail out of my window. All I seen was a glimpse, but I didn't want to look at her in her eyes and nothing like that. I was paying attention to the road, and I seen it at a glimpse out of my eye. I seen like a flash. And when I looked over, she wasn't
Now,
in
where would that happen? Right here at the intersection?
When I turned
Or
out,
did it happen out here on the highway?
no, because her body was laying only 10 feet from the intersection. And when I turned out, I was probably going about 20. I want to say I never did excess over 15 miles per hour.
Did you stop at the stop sign, or you kind of rolled through it?
It was kind of like a roll. So I maybe was going probably like maybe 3 or 4 miles per hour. You know,
And then you went on out?
Yes.
Now, did she start getting out of the window before you got to that intersection, or after you turned out on the highway?
After I turned out, just like I said, I really wasn't paying attention whenever what she was doing, you know. When I turned out there, I seen a glimpse out of my eye that she bails out of my truck.
And what did you do?
First, I was like, man, this girl's crazy, and she just bailed out of my truck. Honestly, I was thinking that I was going to keep on going, but I said, man, nah.
Did you punch it and take off?
No, I didn't punch it and take off.
Did you
No.
stop right there?
No, I kept on going, and I made a U-turn, and when I made my U-turn,
I wanna make sure I got this right. You come out here, as you get this intersection, that you don't stop at, you just kinda slow roll out and turn left going towards the house. Now, you saying that she didn't get out of your window until right when you pulled out on the road,
Yeah,
or
well,
right before, or right after?
Right after, right when I turned Paymaker.
Right as you started turning out the
Right
road?
when I started turning out.
Okay. Then she jumps out, supposedly out of your window.
Mm-hmm.
Then how far down the road do you go before you turn around?
I want to say another 10 more feet, until I realized that she wasn't, I didn't hear nobody.
Slam on your brakes, or?
No, I didn't slam on the brakes, I just coasted to the side, and I made a U-turn around, and a car passed by, and I made my U-turn, and I come about right there to Sugar Maple, and then another U-turn, and that's when I seen her, and I put my lights in front of her, and I seen her, and I got out, and I just thought she was knocked out. I mean, honestly, I didn't really, I mean, I wasn't going that fast, and I thought she was just knocked out, so I reached down and I grabbed her, and I was like, Nicole, wait, hey, get up, you know? And I realized that she was bleeding very, very heavily, you know, and then I didn't know where I was at the time, you know? I called 911.
What do you mean you didn't know where you were?
Didn't know where I was at the time. At the time where all this happened, I didn't know these roads.
Oh, you didn't know the name of them?
I didn't know these roads. Now I do know the roads. At the time, because I just now got on this deer camp, I didn't know these roads. So, you know, I called Tony Flowers first. And I asked him, hey, Tony, she jumped out. I don't know where I'm at. I'm off of Sugar Maple. I turned...
You told him off of Sugar Maple?
Yes, so I'm off of Sugar Maple. I said off of Sugar Maple, and he asked me which way did I turn him. I told him I took a right-hand turn and everything. And he goes, man, I don't know where you're at. And then I was like, and he told me, hey, man, you need to pick her up and go to somewhere you know where you're at. So, the girl weighs about 140 pounds. You know, it took me, I want to say it took me a good 5 minutes to get her into my vehicle. And I'm sitting there, and I'm struggling with this.
When you get her in your vehicle, where do you go from here?
I make another U-turn, and went out this way to 69, and I told the ambulance officer to send that.
When you go to the deer lease, what way do you go? Both ways?
No. When I go to the deer lease, I go at 1293.
Okay. Have you ever been out that way?
Yeah. I've been off that way.
So you know where it goes?
Yeah, I know where it goes, but I just didn't know what road it was. I didn't know what road it was at the time. All I know this is Honey Island Cutoff.
Okay. Now, when you load her up and you take off this way, where do you go?
I hit 69 and go up to 418 and 69 at that multi store. That's where I told the ambulance where I'm going to meet them at.
Okay. So you call 911 while you're on the way?
Yeah, well, I called 911 when I was sitting there. I mean, I really, it's all scattered to me because I was really upset when it was going. My adrenaline was pumping. I really.
Now, whenever I'm going to take you back from this point right here. This is where that gate is. To right here where you said she is. I get my pen to work. He's had about 8 beers, and I'm going to ask you point blank. Do you feel like you was intoxicated, or were you just buzzing?
No, sir, I feel nothing. I didn't think I was intoxicated at all. I mean,
Was you buzzing a little bit, maybe?
Maybe, but, I mean, not really. I don't think I was, you know. I mean,
I'm asking you.
You know, usually I don't drive because, you know, usually she drives.
Right. Why didn't she drive that night?
Because she was pretty toxic. She'd been drinking, and I want to let her drive my...
Well, I thought you said she'd only been drinking Big Blue.
She was drinking Big Blue, but...
And
I mean, I guess she had a couple of beers when she was there.
did you see her drink any beer?
I didn't see her drinking any beer. I mean, I didn't see her. I mean, I really wasn't paying attention at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't know if she was drinking or not?
I don't know.
Well, what made you think she was pretty intoxicated?
I don't And just, they was drinking out there, but, I don't know, I smelt it on her,
What'd you smell, her beer, or?
beer. I know that we was out there, we've been drinking, everybody was out there drinking, everybody's cooling that night, And like I said, she was drinking.
Why do you think she would try to jump out of your vehicle? And I want you to understand where I'm going with this. If this is an accident, it's an accident. Okay? If it's intentional that she did what she did, it's intentional. But we just want to know the truth. Nobody's accusing you of trying to throw her out of the vehicle or anything like that. But, now, I'll be honest with you, I went out there and looked at it, looked at the scene and all, and the story that you're telling is not adding up. No, I'm being honest. I told you we were going to be honest, man to man, not going to try to trick you.
Yes, sir.
But I believe there's more to that story, and I think you remember it. And I think maybe she was wanting out of that car. Maybe she couldn't get out, because like you said, the doors wouldn't open as long as it's gear.
No,
Did she tell you at any time,
no.
said, Clint, I want to get out? Because obviously she wanted to get away from you earlier when she walked down the road.
Yes, sir.
Did she ever tell you, Clint, I want out of there?
No, she did not. She never did tell me that. She never did
Not
tell
one
me
time she said, let me out of the car.
Not one time she did not tell me that.
Then what did she tell you?
Huh? She didn't tell me nothing. She said she didn't want to go home. She didn't want to call us. I told her I was going to take her home.
Did she ever tell you, Clint, I'm going to jump out of the car?
No, she never said she was going to jump out of the car or nothing.
She never said that.
No, sir.
Well, a minute ago you told me she said that a whole bunch of times.
But she never did tell me.
No, Clint.
I'm trying to tell you that, before she
Clint,
used to tell me that.
A minute ago you told me that she said that a whole bunch of times. And now you're saying she didn't say it one time.
No, she did not. I'm telling you,
Okay.
she did not.
Did she tell you she wanted out of the car when she got to that intersection? You said, no, let's go back on over here.
No, sir. She never did tell me she wanted out of that booth. She said, so I told her I was going to take her back to her house, and she says, no, Clint, I'm not going back to my house. I said, well, fine, we're going back to our deer camp.
Okay. Is that why you came out this way? To take her back to Lumberton?
We were going that way. We were going back to my deer camp, just like she told me. We were going back to my camp. She never did tell me she wanted to get out or nothing like that. She never did it.
A while ago, you did say that she threatened to jump, and she told you that many times.
Many times she has. But, when I turned off the 10:03, she did not say anything about jumping out or nothing like that.
Was she hanging out, just acting crazy or anything out the window?
Sir. No, sir.
Now, what in the world do you think would make her want to jump out of a car?
I don't know. It's things I keep on thinking about and thinking about.
Let me ask you this. What do you think would make her want to jump out of a car? Do you think she wanted to kill herself?
I don't know why she done it. I don't know.
Because my first question would be, if she wants to kill herself, why would she jump out at 10 miles an hour?
Maybe,
Why would she do it at 70 miles an hour?
Like I said, maybe she was trying to jump out to show me to show affection of it. She realized I turned out, and she wanted to jump out and me to show affection on her, and she landed wrong. I don't know. But I come in here to be honest.
Sure, whenever you come up to this gate right here and you come up this road, she didn't say, Clint, let me out of the car?
No, she never did.
And this is an accident. If she says, hey, I want out of the car, and you say, no, let's go on. Your whole goal is to get her over here, kind of smooth things over.
My whole goal was
to get her all.
Get over here and have her calm down.
Exactly. But she wanted out of that car, didn't she, Clint?
No, she did not. She did not want under that.
And she couldn't get the door open because it's still in drive. Now, listen to what I think. She couldn't open the door because it was still in drive when y'all got to that intersection. So she she's gonna jump out the window, but she wants out of the car, and you took off, and she fell out. It's an accident.
I mean,
But I can't see the girl that hadn't been drinking, just because she's mad at you, she's gonna jump out of the car window. It's moving down the highway.
I mean, you can ask her mom in this situation if she had.
Mom wasn't there.
You know, mom wasn't there. You know, but, you know, she has tried it before, she has done it before.
She tried to jump out of a car before?
Yeah, she tried to jump out of her mama's car before.
When did that happen?
I don't know when it happened, but her mom and her dad tells me the same thing. That they know Nicole, she jumped out of her cousin's car before, she jumped out of her mom's car before.
When did all this happen?
I don't know, but that's...
Tried to jump out of it while it was moving?
Yes, sir.
How long you been driving? How long you had a driver's license?
How long I've been having a driver's license? Shoot, it was about 18.
18 or 16?
16 or something.
Well, yeah,
16. Yeah, it was 16, last one that we could...
You're 28 now, so you've probably been driving for at least 12 years.
Yes, sir.
Do you think anybody could jump out of your car without you knowing that they went out the window? I mean, think about it. I'm just using common sense. Common sense.
I mean, just like I said, I don't know...
Not a school bus. We're talking about a GMC Yukon that's using the front seat.
Just like I said.
Common sense. Does common sense tell you that somebody can jump out of your car without you knowing?
No, just like I said,
It doesn't make sense, does it?
It don't. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, I've seen it whenever she went out, but, you know, I really wasn't paying attention at the time that when it happened. You know, I just seen a glimpse of it at her going out.
Are you scared you're going to get in trouble?
Yes, I'm very scared I'm going to get in trouble. I know what it is.
You didn't throw her out, though?
No, I did not.
Okay. Then let's
No.
put that aside. But something happened that you didn't intend to happen.
You know, she never did say anything about getting out of my vehicle or nothing like
Never
that.
said nothing.
No, sir.
But you came up to this intersection, right here, and she didn't say, I'm getting out of this car.
No, she did not.
Do you think she was trying to get out of your car? At any time from it right here where you picked her up, till you got to that gate right there, did she say, let me out of this car? Let me, I'll walk. Drop me off right here, I'll walk.
Well, why, you know...
But she's wanting affection, why didn't she jump out from here to here, Clint?
I don't know. You know, like I said, you know, when I got on this road, I said, hey, we're going home. And she told me she did not want to go home. I said, well, fine, then we're going back to my camp. And
When she said, I don't want to go home, Clint, you said, I'll take you to the house. She said, no, I ain't going home. You'd say, let me out, I'll find me a ride.
she did not say.
She had a cell phone with her,
She had a cell phone with her.
so she could call somebody else to come get her.
She could have called somebody else to come and get her from here. And
How
she
could they get into that deer lease?
You know, she could have called and I could have brought her to the, I mean, if she didn't want to be with me, she would have called somebody to come pick her. She would have walked all the way home. She has done that before.
I'm going to play a little reverse role with you for a minute. I'm going to put you over here in my chair, and I'm going to sit there where you're sitting. Now, I want you to not know anything about what happened, and you just listen to your own story.
Yeah, I
Is
know
it
my story
believable?
is not...
Listen to it. Is it believable? Clint, is that story believable? Is it? Is it?
Yeah, I mean,
Is it
everybody's
believable?
story-
No, it's not, because it
It's
doesn't
not.
make sense.
Well, you're trying to tell me that I pushed her out or something?
No, I'm not saying that.
You know,
I'm saying that she wanted out of that car.
No, she did not want out of the car.
I don't think the girl jumped out that hasn't been drinking is going to jump out in the middle of the highway. But I also don't think she's going to jump out on a dark-ass road in the middle of the woods. But when you get up here to where there's some houses and civilization,
There ain't no
some
house.
lights, the name sure is.
You know?
There's a bunch of houses right here. Then she's going to say, just drop me off right here, I'll call somebody to come get me, because she's pissed off at you.
No, she never did say
Tried to
that.
get out that door, she couldn't get out, because the safety feature on the Chevrolet on GMC Yukon Well, she's gonna climb out the window, and you're gonna say, well, if I just take off down the road, she'll get back in, I'll get her to the camp, everything will calm down, and everything will be fine. Well, when you took off on the road, she fell out the window. That's what happened, didn't it?
No, I mean, I don't know what happened, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to her. You know, I wasn't paying attention to what she was doing
Because
over
the
there.
evidence supports
Yeah.
that, not this story.
You know?
It doesn't make sense. You know what happened. And you loved her. You didn't want to hurt her.
No, I didn't want to hurt her, but, I mean...
You did not want to hurt her.
I mean, this girl ain't called
You probably cared more about her than you did your wife. But what happened, happened. Did it or did it not?
Yes, it happened. She went out my window, and, you know,
Why did she go out your window?
I don't know why she went out my window.
Because she wanted out of the car.
No, she didn't tell me she wanted out of the car.
What did she tell you?
She did not tell me nothing about
Did she tell you to stop right here?
No, she didn't tell me to stop right
What
there.
did she tell you?
She did not tell me anything. I said, we'll talk about this when we get back to the camp.
At no point in time did she ever say, Clint, stop, I want to get out.
No, sir.
I ain't going home.
She said she wasn't going home. That's what she told
You
me.
can go back down there, I'll get a ride.
We were going back to my camp.
And she's steadily bumping over there in your ear, right?
She really wasn't saying much more words after that.
I thought you were carrying her home.
You know? Now, what? We didn't go home. Then we started talking. I said, Nicole, I'm going to take you back to the camp. You know? This girl was my best friend. I mean...
I realize that.
I mean, it's my best friend, but I can't...
But your story, you listen to me, look me in the eye. I know you loved her. I know you cared about her. I know you didn't intend to hurt her. But you do know what happened. Yeah, you do.
No, I really don't.
You may try to block it out of your mind, but the truth is true. And you know in your heart and in your mind what happened that night.
Like I said,
And if it's an accident, just tell us. Tell us the story that makes sense, that happened, the truth. Not what you wanted to believe, but what really happened.
When I turned on that road, she bailed out. You know what? She bailed out of my truck. Okay, you know, she said she didn't want to go home with me. She said she didn't want to go home.
She didn't want to go home with you.
She didn't want to go home to where I was taking her. I said we was going home because Tony was mad at us because she started walking and we didn't need that in the leave.
You just said she didn't want to go home with you.
You know? No, I tell
Was
her.
she mad at you? She just wanted to get away from you?
No, she was not. She was not. You know? I've told you my story.
But the thing is, your story changes a lot, too.
Well, like I said, I mean, I'm in here nervous. I've been doing this for a week, and I don't even supposed to be talking to y'all, you know. I really like to have my lawyer here.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I really like to have my lawyer in here, because I'm nervous right now, and, you know, I'm really upset about all this stuff.
I understand, I really do.
You know, this is my best,
I understand that you
best
cared about
friend,
her.
and, you know, I had to spend over $6,000 on this girl. You know, our parents didn't have the money to bury her. I had to help do all that. You know, and everybody's going to understand that I can get this, I can get this. Hey, I mean, if I can get it, I mean...
But you can get what?
Everybody tell me I get a manslaughter on this case. Everybody
Why would you get a manslaughter?
Because they said about the alcohol. You know, I already got it children to a minor. You know, if I get that, everybody at this deer camp should get the same charge that I should get. You know, I ain't going to cover for nobody.
'cause they told you a while ago, we don't think he intentionally did anything. Don't think you intentionally did anything.
Coffee, Clint?
No, sir, no.
You want coffee, sir? Who's your attorney?
What's the right?
He here locally? Anything else you wanna ask me?
Sir?
Anything you wanna ask me? Nobody's accusing you of intentionally doing anything. I want you to understand that. Just go back. I'm not accusing you of that. I believe you really didn't care for her a lot. Okay? But I think there's more to the story. So, because what we deal with every day is physical evidence. You understand? People can say whatever they want to say. The evidence is evidence. You understand that? It just, won't give everybody an opportunity to tell their story. And whenever their story matches the physical evidence, then a lot of times, you know, we'll take it to the district attorney and he'll make a decision about it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You can't change it. There's probably not a person in this world wouldn't go back and change something if they had an opportunity to go back in time. None of us get that opportunity.
I can just change that weekend.
No, you do. Anything for me? You wanna ask me? You don't wanna talk to me anymore? You need a minute to try to compose yourself before we leave out here? You need a minute before we leave out here? No. You're free to leave if you want to leave. Well, I appreciate you coming down and talking with me.
If you change your mind, decide you do want to finish your story, holler back at me.
Thanks, Clint.